It was just another afternoon, ordinary, quiet, the kind you don't notice until something changes it forever. She was in the kitchen, knife moving steady through apples, the smell of fruit filling the room. I was there too, half lost in my phone, scrolling without thinking, letting time pass. Everything felt slow, routine, safe. And then, without warning, she looked up from the cutting board, eyes calm, voice casual, and asked, "Do you happen to know what size ring she wears?" For a moment, the word paused, the knife stopped, my scrolling stopped, even my thoughts stopped, as if the house itself was waiting for my answer. I blinked, not sure I heard right, so I asked her to repeat, and she did, drying her hands on the towel, leaning against the counter like she was asking about the weather or the groceries or any ordinary thing. But my mother is not a woman of wasted words. She does not ask questions without meaning. If she asks about a ring size, it means she has already traveled in her mind to a place called forever. It means she has been watching, not with suspicion, not with judgment, but with a steady kind of curiosity. A soft attention, the kind you hardly notice until suddenly you realize she has been everything. She saw how you greet us, not politely but warmly, like you have always belonged. She saw how you move in the kitchen, helping before anyone asks, never loud, never show, just willing. She saw how you laughed at dad's old jokes, the ones he has told 1,000 times, and you laugh like it's the first time, like you have known him for years. She saw the little things, the ones you thought slipped by unnoticed. You thank yous, your quiet listening, your wholehearted laughter. All those moments stitched together in her heart formed a picture of trust. So when she asked that question, your ring size, it was not curiosity, it was her way of saying she matters, she belongs, she is worth planning for. I laughed quietly, not because it was funny, but because I did not even know the answer. I admitted it, and she only raised an eyebrow as if to say, "Well, maybe you should." Then she turned back to the apples as if she had not just shifted my future with a single sentence. That is who she is. Never loud, never dramatic, but when she speaks, her words land heavy, straight into your chest. That night, while she folded laundry, I asked again, "You mean it? did not you? About the ring size. She did not look up, did not pass her hands. She just said softly, I would not have asked if I did not mean it. And in those words, I hear something deeper. I see how she loves you. I see how she fits here. I already imagine her in our story, not just yours. And it almost broke me because that was all I had ever wanted, not just for me, but for the one I choose. To be safe, to be welcome, to be valued. And you already are, even without a ring, even without a title, just by being you. The next day, we drove together, windows cracked, soft music playing, and easy silence between us. At a red light, she glanced at me, voice gentle, and said again, I'm serious about that ring size. This time, it was not just a reminder, it was a question for my heart, a way of asking, are you ready? So I asked her, you really think she's the one? She faced forward, hands steady on the wheel, and said something I will never forget. A woman like that does not come twice. So simple, so quiet, yet it carried the weight of her whole heart. And I knew in that moment she saw what I saw, she felt what I felt, that you are not just a chapter, you are the change in the ending. I thought back to the first time she met you. You did not notice her watching, but she noticed everything. You took off your shoes without being told. You said thank you for every little thing. You offered help in the kitchen even after she told you to relax. Not because you wanted to impress her, but because that's who you are. And that's why you are not just in my life, you have stepped quietly into my family, not demanding space, not asking permission, but simply belonging. Now she asks about you, not like you are a guest, but like you are hers. She buys your favorite snacks, sets out fresh towels, makes sure the room smells sweet before you arrive. She smooths her hair just right before opening the door. That is her way of saying, you matter here. And once a mother starts thinking about ring sizes, it means she has already given her blessing. In silence, in love. And I am right there with her because the truth is from the very start I felt it too. You are not just in my days, you are in our story, not just in the present, but in the forever my mother already sees. And I smile because I know she is right. A woman like you does not come twice.